Today marks 1519 day of daily lessons, daily reflections, and today I speak about nothing. I was reflecting today that in last day I was focusing solely on walking and studying, walking and studying, walking and studying, and of course walking that includes reflection, inner peace, being able to be with yourself. But at the same time, there's nothing much to share. And I think that in the past I used to always struggle sometimes during those days when there's nothing. I think that that's sometimes supposed to be that way. I think sometimes it's supposed to be that way that you just do not do nothing. And I think that especially me, that I love grind, I love hustle, I love doing, I love executing. And sometimes those days when it seems nothing is moving, sometimes could be hard. Sometimes could be hard because you don't see the progress, you don't see anything moving, you don't see anything. And that could be sometimes devastating because you want to see progress, you want to see something happening, you want to move forward, you want to achieve your vision. But the day go by and nothing really happened. But really? Did it really didn't happen? No. I spent time by myself. I reflected. I developed my inner peace. I restored my energy. I educated myself. I improved myself. What could be more valuable than this? I probably have seen a picture or way of saying that. Sometimes people trying to drive with square um, wheels, and so like, could I do you want me to help you? No, I'm too busy working. And what it means sometimes, we really sometimes want trying to push with square wheels, but the most important part sometimes what we need to do is to slow down, make those wheels circles, and be able to move so much faster. And I'm probably was one of those people who really tried to push my bike with square wheels and pushing very hard and being proud of myself pushing hard. But I learned sometimes stepping back and really making sure that we're able to really make those wheels circle so we can move faster. Something that's more important. And maybe even I heard as well that there's like competition between two axemen who said like who will finish this first. And and young man was just cutting those trees, cutting with the cutting and cutting, cutting, and never taking a break. While other older men, older axemen was taking breaks. Every 10 trees he was taking breaks, and the old man won, even though he was taking breaks, because at the end of the competition said that because my axe is always sharp. You dull your axe, and it's very hard with that dull axe to really finish the competition. That's why it's very important to take breaks to sharpen your axe so you can finish that competition, finish that, achieving that vision, finish whatever you are pursuing. And I think this is a perfect day for that. When I think about my most important words right now, that's its challenge, exposure, and joy. And now I realize that sometimes the biggest challenge could be not going after big things. Sometimes the biggest challenge could be just sit down and do nothing. That could be the biggest challenge. So that means that I challenge myself. I challenge myself not to do anything. I challenge myself to really maybe I didn't achieve that much. I still educate myself, I still improve myself, I still learned. But that's again this part of doing nothing. And I think that we need to expose ourselves to nothingness. And at the same time, we need to really find joy with that solitude, joy with reflection, joy with building awareness, joy to re-nourishing ourselves. I think that's again a beautiful part of today that I was able to do those things. Challenge myself not to execute, expose myself to that day, and at the same time find joy in day that's maybe it's a little bit different than usual because I love hustle, I love grind. But today I didn't grind, I didn't hustle. I just was slowly moving through my day. And I think that's a beautiful part when I'm able to really enjoy different kind of days. And that's when that's a beautiful thing about life that we supposed to seek different kind of days rather than having the same day over and over and over again. So I hope you choose to win and see you tomorrow.